Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be looking at what your person's been thinking about you lately, what's been on their mind. So go ahead and pick a card and we'll get started. And I wanted to say I'm very grateful to have you all here with me today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Alright, pile one, let's get into your reading and see what's up with your person. I hope you're doing really well, pile one. Alright. Pile one. What's been on pile one's person's mind about pile one lately? What's pile one's person been thinking about pile one lately? What's pile one's person been thinking about pile one lately? What's pile one's person been thinking? Alright, so I feel like your person's having definitely a lot of epiphanies about your connection right now because the Hanged Man and the Judgment card came out together. So these are both about definitely realizations, like big kind of life-changing sort of thoughts and stuff like that. The Hanged Man means that your person has completely shifted their perspective, and the Judgment means that there's some sort of rebirth and ascension that's happening. They are definitely rising above maybe where they used to be. It's like they're kind of like graduating to another level, so to speak, maybe spiritually as well. So your person really wants, I think, things to go in a positive direction here at the Six of Wands. The person is really wanting a victory here. They want to come in with a lot of confidence. Maybe they're thinking about, as well with this Hanged Man, like a new perspective on how to bring this victory in here. Maybe this person was kind of in like a defeated mindset about this connection in the past, but now they're feeling like there is like actually opportunity here. Like it's almost like they feel like maybe in the past they hit a brick wall where they didn't know how to move forward in this connection, but something happened, something shifted, they had a sudden wake-up call, realization, and now they're seeing like a path forward is what I'm feeling here. They're seeing that they can fight for this connection here with the Nine of Wands, and that there is like the possibility to do that. Like, you know, they still have movements they can make, stuff like that. So I feel like your person's a bit in strategy mode as well. They definitely want to fix things as well if there's been issues in this relationship here with the Five of Swords. With the Knight of Wands, it's like your person wants to come into your life and kind of like reconfigure things, work things out. It's also like with this Five of Swords, they're really contemplating maybe places or like places in this connection or times in this connection where they feel like they made the wrong choice, or they kind of like messed things up, or like hurt your feelings, or kind of like betrayed you is what I'm hearing, and they're kind of like a little bit disappointed like in themselves is what I feel. And so it's like your person doesn't want, I'm hearing like they don't want things to be left on a sour note. So for some of you, it's like the last interaction you had with this person was kind of like negative, or you're kind of, maybe you have they think that maybe you have an opinion of them that's kind of negative because maybe whatever they did in the past kind of like made you not want to interact with them anymore. And so it's like they don't want that to be the end of this connection or the end of the relationship. It's like this person wants to kind of like bring a new spark back to things, kind of like smooth things over with you. And maybe even, yeah, it's like they're realizing that like maybe they are getting this like perspective where they're seeing things from like your side of things as well, and they're realizing that, you know, maybe they really did hurt you inadvertently because they were kind of like maybe not super aware of your feelings and maybe more focused on their feelings, and how, you know, they reacted was maybe not super compassionate. And I feel like they want to bring more warmth into the connection, especially with all this like fire energy. I feel like this person wants to be warmer to you. Alright, clarify the Five of Swords for pile one, please. Clarify the Five of Swords for pile one. Oh, okay, so yeah, that's definitely accurate. So we have the Justice card, what I give, I receive. So if this person kind of put negative, toxic energy out into this connection, or hurt you, or even like little things like maybe they ghosted you, or you just felt like, yeah, like hurt by them, they're kind of like reflecting on this now, like the karma of this, and seeing how like, again, that energy that we put out, we kind of receive back into our lives somehow. And so, you know, maybe they're wanting to put more positive energy into this connection moving forward. We have the King of Swords. I'm analyzing the situation to distinguish truth from illusion. So definitely your person is thinking about you quite a bit here at the King of Swords. Definitely analyzing your relationship, analyzing the situation, analyzing what's happened. And I think through this analysis, they've come to these interesting conclusions about karma and morality and seeing things from your perspective as well. We have the Seven of Wands. I'm standing up for what I believe in. And this is a somewhat similar energy to the Nine of Wands as well. So your person does want to stand up for this connection. They want to fight for it. And we also have the Tower. So this is, again, like some really dramatic sort of conclusion, realization, ending of a karmic cycle within them. They've learned some sort of kind of powerful, maybe painful lesson, but just totally, again, that energy of a wake-up call. So I feel like the overall energy of what's been on their mind about you is just this wake-up call where something just hit them out of the blue, and they kind of just woke up and they looked around and they realized that maybe they'd kind of been seeing things backwards or distorted, and now they're seeing, I think, things for what they really are, and like wanting to be more compassionate towards you, wanting to be kinder. I feel like also with that King of Swords, like realizing that maybe there's a need in this connection to be more honest about their feelings or just honest in general. It could have been a lot of issues were caused if they were like hiding their feelings or something like that. That could be relevant. What else is pile one's person thinking about pile one? What else is pile one's person thinking about pile one? Okay, so interesting. We have the Four of Wands that came out first, joy and stability. So this is really beautiful. So I feel like this is definitely a sign that your person wants to bring joy into the connection. I feel like the Six of Wands is a very joyful energy as well. There's a lot of fire energy in this pile, so you could be a fire sign, your person might be, but anyway. So the Four of Wands is also about like commitment, celebrations, and things like that. It also is like a twin flame sort of energy, if you resonate with that. But it's like this person wants to bring happiness back here, like fire, joy, celebration, especially, again, like I was saying, like if it's kind of like sour right now or just like awkward between you, it's like your person doesn't want to leave it that way forever, if that makes sense. We have the Two of Swords, refusing to see. So yeah, I think in the past they were kind of blind to maybe like their actions and how they were affecting you, things like that. But we have the Justice card again. So I feel like this is a sign that your person is detaching from these sort of like negative energies that maybe kind of held them down in the past, like seeing things the wrong way or just being kind of in an energy, like a negative energy vibration and things like that. And so I feel like with this white dove, there's definitely a lot of hope and healing that's going on for your person as well. This kind of reminds me of like the opposite of the Devil card, this card particularly, because it's like freeing yourself from fear and anger and all those lower sort of vibrational emotions. Also, I feel like there's a choice here somehow, choosing to be more honest, especially with the Justice and then the Two of Swords, because the Two of Swords to me is like kind of a balancing act, trying to make a decision. So I feel like they're choosing to leave behind negative things now. And then we have the beautiful Empress card, nurture. So this person does want to bring nurturing energy into this connection. They want to bring healing. And again, I think I was saying something about warmth, and I feel like the nurture card is very much like that motherly warmth. So even if your person isn't the divine feminine, it's like they do want to bring that aspect into the connection, like emotional availability, stuff like that, like really showing up for you, taking care of you, making you feel supported and cared about and loved. Like the Four of Wands is kind of like that. So I feel like your person is healing their feminine side, regardless of their gender. It's like they're healing that part of themselves within. Let's get some oracle cards. What is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one? What's pile one's person's energy? Sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy, and then opening the heart, deep connections, and water blessings. So yeah, I feel like there's something definitely about opening the heart here, like I was saying about healing the feminine side. So it could be your person's just like avoidant of speaking their true feelings. That could be something that they kind of like maybe avoid doing, and I think they're kind of realizing that to have this deep connection, they do need to open their heart more. And I think this is also just them realizing also just how deep this connection really is. So there's some sort of watery energy coming in here where your person's doing a heart healing. And then sacred purpose. So Eternal Flame does kind of remind me of like a twin flame sort of energy, so that definitely could be relevant to this connection if that's how you see your person. But it's like there is just like this passion for for them, or they have this passion for you that kind of just never really goes away. And then also ancestral legacy. Somehow that kind of reminds me of like like healing generational wounds and stuff like that. But also like if their ancestors were like shamanic or had a certain maybe like specialty when it comes to like spiritual stuff, I feel like maybe your person is like kind of stepping into that ancestral legacy of like whatever their lineage is like tied to, kind of in like a magical way is like what I'm getting. So whatever maybe cultures they're descended from, maybe they're getting in touch with that. It's also just reminding me of like past lives as well. So it could be also that they're getting in touch with what they did in past lives, and kind of like using that going forward. So there's some interesting spiritual integration that's going on for your person for sure. What else is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one? What else is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one? Ooh, wow. Okay, so trust, flexibility, and enlightenment. So these are really great cards. So trust is a really excellent energy for a person to be getting into. Also, there's just a lot of water I'm noticing here, like with the opening heart. So it's like they're learning to trust you, trust themselves enough to open their heart, to dive into the depths of like emotions and stuff like that. So it's kind of a form of surrender where they're learning that they can really trust you, that you're a good person, you're not trying to hurt them. So this person might have had issues with trust, which could have been why maybe they put up walls or stuff and boundaries and stuff like that with you, that maybe kind of pushed you away because they were afraid. And the flexibility is kind of like, that, again, that energy of surrender where they're kind of allowing the universe to like kind of take them where they're supposed to go, like, you know, kind of letting go of this need to control things, which is kind of it's related to trust. It's like not needing to have like an iron grip on things and just kind of like surrendering, letting go, going with the flow. And then enlightenment. So these all I feel like these are all very tied together because it's like they are getting that enlightenment, which makes sense. I feel like the Hangman is kind of related to enlightenment. Or they're starting to really see the truth of your situation. Also just could be seeing the truth of your relevance to them in their life, like what this connection actually is. So for some of you, they're definitely seeing that this is like a divine counterpart connection. They're very aware of that. And they're seeing the truth about maybe the universe as well, and just kind of like becoming more spiritually aware, more tapped in, feeling more connected to everything, seeing kind of through illusion. So there's this really beautiful. I feel like your person is definitely ascending. Is kind of what I was feeling as well from the Judgment card. So that's awesome. Let's see. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? Oh, this is cute. Okay, so this one says, you will always have a special place in my heart that no one else can ever fill. So they're basically saying that you are this really wonderful person, like no one else really compares, and you do fill my heart in a way that no one else can. You've got me in the mood for romance. Our love is real. So if this person does run away sometimes and it kind of makes you doubt if you're making this all up, they're kind of confirming, like, no, this is very real. I'm trying to impress you every way I know how. I want you to think highly of me, and let's make every day our honeymoon. So your person is definitely feeling very romantic, and it could be that maybe they struggle to feel like good enough for you. They feel like maybe they need to impress you or something like that. So if you feel like when you speak to this person or like their stuff on social media seems like they're trying to kind of like show off a bit, I think it's because they are trying to show off for you, to be like, I am good enough for you, like trying to maybe get you to notice them, stuff like that. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? Destiny brought us together. So yeah, this person is aware that this is fate with you, that you guys have some sort of deep soul connection, and this was definitely all meant to be. You are my everything. All I am is love for you. Wow, so this person is really, really deeply in love with you, and I want to be stable for you. And you're stunning head to toe. Oh, that's so sweet. So your person thinks you are so beautiful, and they do want to bring that stability into the connection, which makes sense because the Four of Wands did come out. Again, with that nurture card, I also feel like that's very stable. It's like very earthy. So they also could be an earth sign maybe for some of you. I'm definitely feeling like Taurus vibes, but I always get that from the Empress, but that doesn't have to necessarily be relevant. But your person does think you are very, very beautiful. And again, it's like you're their Empress as well. Like they just think you are so beautiful and so attractive. I feel like you have a very warm heart as well. Like they feel very nurtured by you. I feel like they feel that in a relationship you would take really good care of them, that you would be a really nice person to spend time with because you have a very loving heart and nice energy. What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? I want to know the secrets you hide deep inside your soul. So this is maybe sometimes how you feel about them too, especially if they do hide things, but this could also be maybe you're secretive as well, or just kind of mysterious. Like there's just a lot going on with you kind of beneath the surface. Maybe you don't show everyone your deepest self sometimes. Like I'm kind of getting like High Priestess vibes. Like there's some stuff that you kind of keep private, like maybe your spirituality, which is not a bad thing at all. It's just like it's interesting to this person. I feel like they know that there's so much depth to you that they're really like fascinated by it. The first time we met, I felt a powerful energy between us and I was instantly drawn to you. So ever since you guys first met or connected, they've always felt this vibe with you. Like they just were inexplicably drawn to you, but now they might be realizing again it was like destiny. I feel protective of you and our divine love. So definitely this person is very protective, which makes sense. The 9 of Wands is very protective and the 7 of Wands came out. The things that seem to come between us don't change anything about how deeply I love you. So depending on your situation, there might be karmic ties or, you know, situations you'll know relative to what's going on with you. But any of these things that seem to be getting in the way don't really affect the level of love. So I feel like definitely if it seems like your person's with somebody else or doing something else, it doesn't mean that they don't still love you, and that it means that your connection is not real or something like that. It's like, it's just a lesson or something that your person is experiencing or learning. And the love for you is constant. Even when I don't say it, you can see it in the way I look at you, how much I adore you. So this person definitely likes looking at you a lot. Again, they think you're very beautiful. Like they said, you're stunning. So you might catch them looking at you. This also could be that they're saying that they're like kind of looking at your social media a lot, maybe like kind of looking at photos of you that maybe you've put online, or they have like mental images of you that they're kind of thinking about. What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? My life is so much better with you in it. So yeah, if there's a separation for any of you, this person is realizing that they don't want to be in separation from you. They don't want to be away from you because their life is better. It's like that song, like we're better together. So they definitely just miss you. I feel like you also are like this person's like friend and companion. Like there's definitely romance and like sensuality, but you're also just like a really close personal friend. Like you just mean a lot to them. Like they love talking to you, just catching up with you. It's like you're just someone that means a lot to them in their life. What else does Pile 1's person want to say to Pile 1? I feel like I've known you before. Interesting, I was kind of talking about past lives, so definitely could be a sign that they just have this deep feeling, like this deep connection with you. I know I've hurt you and it makes me so sad. You're the last person I ever wanted to hurt, and yet I did because of my inner pain and wounds from the past. So that's that 5 of Swords energy that I was noticing earlier. So definitely there could have been hurt and pain in this connection. Kind of, you know, it could range from really hurtful behavior, you know, and then maybe smaller stuff like just ghosting you, stuff like that, or, you know, little things here or there. But, you know, this person is realizing that even if it is just like something, I guess you could see as like a small thing, like a small hurtful thing, like slightly rejecting, they're kind of realizing that like any form of rejection of you is kind of a rejection of themselves, because it means that they're like kind of running away from something, or there's some blockage within them, and they're realizing that they don't want to hurt you anymore. They don't want to betray you because they're realizing it just comes back to them and they just feel that pain inside of them. And a lot of times it's like hurt people. So if they did hurt you, it was because they were suffering inside from, things from the past, like they're saying. So that's definitely like inner child issues for sure. Maybe a person's even kind of recognizing that they might have some mental health stuff they need to look into. All right, what else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? This is really cute. Okay, you are a star in my sky and I will love you forevermore. So that's really sweet. This is also a song, so you can, if you want to look that up, you can Google that. If you like Young Lean, and like, I think it's one of their producers made it. I want to write you a love letter. So this person does want to write you a love letter. I think this is just saying that they want to like confess their feelings to you, and like tell you how they really feel about you. So this person's like, maybe they're going to send you like a text or something that is kind of romantic, hints at their feelings. I want to hold you in my arms and kiss you all night long. So again, I think they were saying like, I'm feeling very romantic. So that's definitely going on here. And then you're in my head all day. So they have been thinking about you quite a bit. And I think the King of Swords came out as well. So yeah, this person's just constantly thinking about you. Even if they don't talk to you, they're constantly thinking about you. So if your person, whatever's going on with them, they are always thinking about you, even if they're not necessarily reaching out or like showing their feelings. It's like they're always connecting to you. Like they haven't forgotten about you, even if they like disappear sometimes. All right. What does pile one need to hear right now? What does pile one need to hear right now? What does pile one need to hear right now? What does pile one need to hear? Oops. So you got the White Stag Protector, and this is cool because I think the stag is like a symbol of the masculine energy, particularly the white one, so that's really cool. Also, this art is just phenomenal. So let me read it to you. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you wherever you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Wow, so yeah, use your intuition to take you where you want to go. You are an old soul. You have a powerful force within you, and yeah, you're meant to create blessings. So I think this is saying that you are a powerful manifester and that you are creating a lot of blessings in your life. I think this is also just saying that you are definitely protected by spirit. And then Cougar, assertive. Also, I love this card because it kind of looks like my cat. My cat's a Maine Coon, and he kind of looks like a bobcat sometimes. So I really like this. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. So this is kind of Leo energy as well. This reminds me of the strength. So you have definitely step into your confidence, and again, know that you are going to succeed. And also, you might be a natural leader for a lot of you. And so definitely trust your instincts when it comes to like kind of stepping up and taking leadership when you know that you need to in your life, or just really being brave and like going after what you really want. That's really important. All right, let's get some last little messages from your person. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? This isn't over. Interesting. It's kind of what I kept saying, like they don't want to leave things on a bad note. I'm feeling flirty. You're my family. What else does pile one's person want to say? We have crying, so they might be very emotional about your connection right now. I think you're so cool, so yeah, they definitely look up to you a lot. Pile one's person's energy towards pile one right now. Pile one's person's energy towards pile one right now. Okay, what do we have? Okay, so, wow, okay, a lot going on here. So, we do have the Wheel of Fortune, so some sort of karmatic shift is going on in this connection. Also, again, that destined aspect. It's interesting, the card that just came out, like, I think you're so cool, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is, like, the ultimate cool person, right? Like, they just feel like you have it all, like, you just have all your stuff together, you're doing well, I feel like you're a very classy, elegant person. We also have the Tower coming out for a second time, so some dramatic shifts and realizations, changes. Ten of Wands, so they might be feeling a little bit burdened, like very emotional maybe. Ace of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, so they do want to approach you with a love offer and a lot of stability. So these are all very positive cards. There's some, like, I just feel like there's like a dramatic energy right now with your person. Like there's just some sort of upheaval, but like in a really positive way. Alright, what does pile 1 need to hear? What does pile 1 need to hear? Okay, so we have this little bell. I think this is a Tibetan or Buddhist bell. So I feel like this is about like energy clearing, like a clearing is going on. Again, that also reminds me of like the Judgment card. It's like the universe is kind of like waking them up with that bell. Also, again, the bell feels like clearing out negative energies, like kind of, purification. We have the letter G, and this little crab is so cute. So this is the Cancer charm. So there might be a Cancer energy here. It's also just about really, again, very deep emotions. It kind of relates to the crying message that came out. So reminds me of like the Moon card. So facing a lot of really intense emotions right now for your person. We have this little butterfly, so transformation is happening right now. Oh gosh, we have actually 2 butterflies, so a lot of transformation. I feel like this makes a lot of sense, especially with the Tower. We have this little purple crown chakra heart, so realizations, enlightenment. It's interesting, enlightenment came out earlier too. This is another charm I kind of associate with the crown chakra, like downloads and stuff like that. We have this little book, so a lot of important lessons are being learned right now. And we have this little mummified cat, which is so cute, but I feel like this might mean that sometimes your person feels like mute, like they can't talk to you, like they have that bandage over their mouth, like they don't know what to say. And then we have this little tiny spoon, which reminds me of like spooning. They want to cuddle you, and they miss your warmth, I feel like. Alright, pile 1, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Sending you lots of abundance, bliss, and love. Take care. Alright, bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're doing really well today, pile 2. It's so lovely to have you. Alright, let's look at what your person has been thinking about you lately. I just heard in my head as I was shuffling that they think you're really beautiful. So that's sweet. I feel like you're a very beautiful person. Alright, pile 2. What's pile 2's person been thinking about pile 2 lately? What's been pile 2's person thinking about pile 2 lately? What's pile 2's person been thinking about pile 2 lately? What's been on their mind lately for pile 2? What's pile 2's person been thinking about pile 2 lately? Alright. So what do we have here? Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Okay, so first off, we do have the Lovers card, which is so beautiful. This is my favorite. I think this is my favorite tarot card I've ever seen in any deck, so this is lovely. So they definitely have been thinking about how you guys have this really deep, beautiful connection. They are very, very in love with you. I think that card also definitely speaks of like physical intimacy. It doesn't have to just be like purely passionate as well. It's also like just the more sensual, romantic side of like love. In a very gentle, sweet way, which is really cute. I think your person has just very, very sweet, beautiful feelings for you. They feel that this connection is very beautiful. And again, with the Strength card here, very, very strong emotions, a strong, I think, energetic pull between the two of you, something very magnetic about you. You just have this like kind of draw to you. I think you might just have a really strong energy as a person. Maybe just a lot of people are constantly attracted to you. Even if you don't mean to attract people, I feel like you're just kind of, just super, super magnetic and attractive. We also have the Five of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So, yeah, there's some sort of balancing act. Your person's kind of having to make some choices, maybe let go of some things so they can be with you, having to try to figure out what their priorities are. Just like, I think this is also to do with their like values, maybe, like shifting their, like what's important to them, like shifting maybe from maybe a more 3D kind of energy, more to like fifth dimensional, like prioritizing like love over, work and stuff like that. That's just an example, but I think this is kind of them like really examining like what are they investing their energy into, what's worth it, what's worth the effort. And the Five of Cups definitely speaks of like loneliness and isolation, sadness. So there could be a distance here emotionally, energetically, physically, something kind of keeping you apart. Or it could just be that you guys aren't maybe connecting really deeply right now. Like in some ways, like I'm kind of feeling like maybe you aren't really speaking your true emotions to each other right now. I feel like there is a very deep energetic connection, like kind of always, regardless of what's actually going on in the 3D. But it might be like in the physical world, there's kind of a blockage between like the two of you really speaking how you really feel about each other, and that could just be causing some like sort of emotional feeling of isolation, because maybe they feel like there's like just an emotional gap between the two of you, like they're not feeling that like warmth that does exist between the two of you, but maybe they're not feeling it in the physical world. Like there's not like a manifestation of it. Like maybe you guys haven't been talking in a while. It also could just be that your person struggles with feelings of sadness just generally. Maybe that's something that they're having to work through, is like just a tendency to be more on the depressive side, and that might also kind of hinder the connection sometimes, is maybe they sometimes just feel too sad to like connect with you. They might have a self-esteem issue, stuff like that they're having to work through. That's also good that the Two of Pentacles could be about. Maybe they're having to like work through these emotional issues so that they can like show you the love that you definitely deserve and that they do have for you. So it's not really a question of like whether or not they have love for you. Like they definitely do. It's more a matter of like whether or not they have like the confidence in themselves to like reveal those feelings to you. And even if they feel like good enough for you, like that's also like a huge thing. Yeah, the Six of Swords though. So I feel like they are, I think, attempting to come to the other side of this, like, these issues that they have in regards to like how they feel about themselves. So that's like leaving negativity in the past, leaving sadness in the past, coming into a brighter future, because we actually do have the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So this to me is a sign that your person does want to come in with some truth, definitely about their emotions here with the King of Cups. So I feel like this person could be at the moment maybe planning how to come forward and reveal these feelings to you. With the Six of Swords, definitely if there's been difficulty in this connection as well, they want to move beyond that. They want to move more into the energy of the lovers, more the energy of truth. With this King of Cups energy, I feel like this is saying your person has, very, very stable feelings for you. Like they aren't really going anywhere. Like your person just is very in love with you, and it's not really like, it's not going anywhere. They're just going to, these feelings are just going to develop more and more. there could be a lot of fear there about your person maybe actually telling you that they love you. That might be really something very scary for them. Maybe just like the words I love you are just very yeah, they just bring up a lot of fear for your person, or just like the thought of actually confessing their real feelings. Like maybe they hint at it in the ways that they feel comfortable doing, but like actually coming together and revealing those really deep feelings is like a very challenging, but I feel like they know that they need to move this connection forward, because again, like they're feeling kind of out in the cold, or just like emotionally out in the cold kind of with the Five of Cups, and it's like they know that maybe it's because they haven't been opening their heart, it's caused this disconnect, and now they're like, wow, I think I need to start being emotionally honest so I can kind of like, get things back on track with pile 2, my person, but it's like scary. Clarify the Five of Cups for pile 2, please. Clarify the Five of Cups for pile 2. Pile 2's person, clarify the Five of Cups. 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 So we do have the Magician and the Tower. So what I'm getting from this is like, they are releasing all of this kind of like negative energy. They are shedding a layer of illusion. There's some sort of dramatic change that's going on. And with the Magician, this says, I have the power to manifest my greatest desires. So it's like they're kind of realizing that maybe they do have more power than maybe they've like thought. Like I think the Five of Cups is like that energy of like someone being really hard on themselves, feeling like kind of worthless and stuff like that, and then they're like realizing that like they actually need to start feeling empowered, like feeling like a winner, you know what I mean, like kind of changing their mindset. So that kind of has to do with like law of attraction, law of assumption, stuff like that. So maybe a person's dabbling in those sort of things, mindset work, which is really important. And then we have the Queen of Cups. I love your beautiful heart. So yeah, that's why they're missing you here with the Five of Cups, because you guys are like counterparts here with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. They just love you. You have a beautiful heart, beautiful soul. You're very kind and loving and wonderful, and they just miss that love. Like I just feel like you have a lot of love to give, and they just crave that, I think, from you a lot. And then the Queen of Swords, you see right through me. It was interesting. This kind of came out reversed, and I don't really read reversals, but I kind of got a message here that it's like maybe they feel like they haven't been very clear with you, like they haven't been very truthful. And again, that's why there's like kind of this like separation between the two of you, this isolated feeling, because they haven't been opening up about those feelings, and the communication has not been there, it hasn't been clear, and that maybe they've caused you to be very confused. And so it's like they kind of want to like fix this, I think, with the Six of Swords, like come forward and leave the confusion behind, and kind of like come into that balance where they feel comfortable being true to themselves and true to you. All right, let's get some oracle cards. All right, what is pile 2's person's current energy towards pile 2? What is pile 2's person's current energy towards pile 2? Oh, nice. We have the divine feminine, magnetic, receptive power. Okay, that's so interesting because I kept going on and on and on about like how you're super magnetic. And so that's totally confirmation of what I was hearing. So yes, you are the divine feminine, or at least you carry that energy within you. You've been cultivating that. I feel like healing that as well. So you're really drawing this person in. Grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. Oh wow, this is great. Yeah, I feel like the Six of Swords is a pretty optimistic energy. Like they see this like that they want to fix things so that the future is really bright between the two of you. Also, maybe they're being more grateful for this connection. And then we have hidden knowledge, Akashic records, silent understanding. So yeah, there's definitely, I feel like, a very deep sort of connection between the two of you. There's like stuff in the Akashic records. You guys have ties. An interesting silent understanding. So it's almost like I'm feeling that this person like knows more about the nature of this connection than maybe they lead on. So for some of you, it could be that your person is like very aware that you guys are soulmates or twin flames or divine counterparts or something like that, but maybe they just don't like say it, or there is this kind of like knowledge that you have something really special between the two of you, but it's like maybe this hasn't been spoken yet. So this could be an aspect of this connection where this person knows more about like soul connections and stuff than maybe they've let on, and they do have this kind of like silent understanding that like you're their person, but maybe they haven't really like said like you're the one like to you physically in the world, but that's kind of just something that they like know, especially with that Lover's energy. All right, let's get some more oracle. What else is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? What else is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? What else is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? So we have patience with this beautiful crane. So yeah, it could be a kind of like a time of patience. Maybe with this Two of Pentacles again, they're having to really work things out, figure things out emotionally. So it could take a bit of time for them to get rebalanced. But they are patient because, again, I feel like they know that there is something very special here. Again, with that bright future outcome. And then we have protection. So with this tree, I feel like this represents that really deep connection that you guys have that's very stable. So I think they're realizing that this connection is protected and safe. Like they don't have to maybe put these guards up with you so much. I think they're also very protective of you. Like they're realizing that this is a connection that's worth fighting for, and I think you bring out like their protective instincts, if that makes sense. Like you're very sweet to them, and I feel like they want to take care of you. I'm kind of seeing like this image with this strength card with this woman and the lion. It's almost like they feel like they're like this lion kind of wanting to take care of you and make sure like no one hurts you, stuff like that. And then we have success. So that kind of does remind me of the grateful optimism, joyous view of the future card. So they see success in your guys' future. They want success in this connection. Even if it takes patience, like even if they have to work on things, even if you have to work on things, it's like they almost in a way know that you guys are going to come together somehow. Again, I feel like your person's spiritually aware of things, and so I think they just have this sense that there's something really important going on. It's interesting, I just picked up these cards and look, we have the Four of Wands. So yeah, definitely confirmation this person knows that there's something very deep happening here. They could know that you're their person that they're meant to end up with. So they're just kind of like waiting for things to kind of configure themselves. And they might literally be working on manifesting you as well with the Magician. I was hearing like with this patience card that they might be manifesting you, and they're like kind of patiently waiting for you to like kind of show up or you guys to come together, which is really cute. All right. What does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What does pile two's person want to say? Oh, this is funny. I want to spend all day in bed with you with no interruptions, and that reminds me of the Lover's card. So they are feeling very passionate towards you right now. You're the brightest star in the sky. Everything else is dim in comparison. Don't take my actions personally. It's not your fault, I promise. So if they are taking a while or, whatever they're doing, it's not personal for sure. I confess all my secret feelings to you inside my head where it feels safe. So yeah, there are all these secret feelings here, like the hidden knowledge, like there's something hidden here. So even if they don't show these feelings or tell you how they really feel, that's not because they don't feel them. It's just they feel maybe deeply unsafe, or they've just never really been in love before, and maybe they don't really know how it works. That could also be part of it, is that they're unsure how to like be in love in a way because they've never done it. So they're having to kind of learn all this stuff and like actually get in touch with their emotions, and it could be really scary. What else does pile two's person want to say? We've had many past lives together. Yes, definitely. What else does pile two's person want to say? Love me tender, and I'm so deeply in love with you. Oh, that's so sweet. So yeah, it could be that it's very hard for them to admit that, but they do want your tender, your tender emotions. I feel like with that Queen of Cups energy, you probably are a very tender sort of person, and they love that. It makes them feel very, very wonderful. I feel like you just have this effect on them. What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? My mind and heart are full of you. So yeah, they're always thinking about you, and I feel like in their heart they're always just feeling you energetically, and they're definitely constantly reminiscing, daydreaming, hoping to maybe hear from you or thinking about what to say to you, stuff like that. Let's see, let's get some of these. What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What else does pile two's person want to say? You are the treasure of my heart. That is so sweet. So yeah, you are so important to this person. You are like the treasure of their heart. There's a lot of heart energy, I feel like, in this pile, especially with the King of Cups. I feel like your person is very loving as well, even if they don't necessarily show it. They have a lot of emotions. I try to make you feel jealous when I feel jealous and insecure. I want to make you feel the way I feel inside. So this could be something that they do, is maybe that they kind of try to maybe get you to react or something through jealousy, or it could be like some sort of tactic where they feel maybe really insecure about your relationship, so then they try to get you to kind of like chase them or something by making you jealous. So that could be very relevant. It could also be, I don't know, maybe not your connection, but it could also just be that maybe if they ever hurt you, it's just because they are hurting inside, stuff like that. I need to work on my ego through self-love and accepting who I am so I can treat you the way I deserve. So yeah, all this definitely, if they're being manipulative, like with the jealousy thing, it is like self-esteem issues. That's what it's rooted in. And so they're kind of saying, like, this person is saying that they need to work on their kind of damaged ego, their damaged self-esteem, so that they can treat you the way you deserve, because it's difficult to be a really good partner to somebody if you are not being a good partner to yourself, if that makes sense. Like, if you're constantly putting yourself down, it's difficult to show up for somebody else and really make them feel special. So this person's kind of needing to, like, I think, work on self-love for sure. I think the Five of Cups definitely represents that, like, self-esteem issues. So that could be maybe why there's this patience that's needed, is because your person's having to work through some really deep-seated insecurities. I want to wake up in your arms every day. I can't help falling in love with you, and you are the only thing on my mind. Wow. So yeah, this person is saying, I'm so deeply in love with you, I couldn't help it, and you're basically all I really think about, which is really cute. What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? It will never last with anyone but you. Yeah, so it's like they're kind of realizing that, like, again, you're the love of their life, and so they're always going to return to you, even if they are with other people or doing other things or avoiding the connection. It's like there's kind of this inevitable feeling about this connection, like they're always going to want to come back to you, essentially. All right, what else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? You are beauty itself. Oh, wow. So that's cute, because I think at the beginning of the reading I said they think you're very beautiful. So they do think you are beauty itself. I'm feeling the love. Yeah, definitely. And our hearts are connected. Yeah, I was saying there's a very, like, heart-centered connection here. So kind of regardless, I feel like, of what really happens in the physical, your hearts are very, very connected, and I think this person's, like, aware of that. They just feel very deeply connected to you. Even if you guys don't speak for a while, or there's distance, or whatever goes on, it's like there's this undeniable connection that never really goes away between the two of you. All right. What does pile two need to hear right now? What does pile two need to hear right now? What does pile two need to hear right now? What does pile two need to hear right now? Oops. These cards are kind of wild. They're so big. What else does pile two need to hear? So we have the elk and the dragonfly. Beautiful. So the elk says nobility, celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. So that is really beautiful. So definitely feel like whatever you're accomplishing in your life, celebrate those accomplishments, because you are very successful, because you are being guided, and you are conquering whatever challenges, I feel like, in this connection and other aspects of your life come into your reality. And then the beautiful dragonfly, and I like this because we have the lotus as well, representing that transmutation and enlightenment. Dragonfly magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. That's really interesting, because I feel like the Six of Swords that came out for your person is definitely about letting go of the past. And they seem to be going through some sort of transformation and shift as well. So you guys could totally be mirroring that here. So it is courageous to let go of the past and move forward. And again, remember how brilliant you are, and definitely affirm that you are very blessed. That's really sweet. All right, let's get some last little messages from them and see what else they want to say. What else does Pile 2's person really want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person really want to say? I don't want to lose you. When I'm alone, I'd rather be with you, dreaming of you. I want to be yours, and I miss your hugs. Okay, that's interesting, because, like, when I was saying, I think, earlier about them really wanting to, like, hold you, I think I was, like, getting a message that they, like, miss your hugs. They miss, just, like, that feeling of being held by you, because you're very nurturing. Alright, what is Pile 2's person's energy towards Pile 2? What is Pile 2's person's current energy towards Pile 2? Okay, so it's so interesting how this all works. So we have the Two of Pentacles coming out again. So this is about that balancing act, kind of choices and decisions as well. Like, which way do I go? Five of Pentacles. So again, I think I said out in the cold earlier. So definitely that's how they're feeling. Ten of Swords. So painful lessons here. Kind of having an ego death a bit, but they are healing with the Four of Swords. And definitely kind of in a mode of reflection where they're really looking at everything. They're looking at your connection, their behavior. What does Pile 2 need to hear right now? Okay, so let's see. Oh, this says, my love, so you are this person's love. That's really cute. We have this little tortoise, which is funny because the patience card did come out. So it's like they maybe are taking a while to come out of their shell. So definitely they might require patience. We have the number 6 and the number 9. So that's like the kind of like masculine, feminine energies. That's cool. We have the little butterfly. So definitely another sign of transformation, growth, change. This little Buddha figurine. So maybe you guys are interested in Buddhism, or you're interested in meditation, stuff like that. We have the number 0, so new beginnings. That's great, like the Fool. We have this little leaf, and this also, to me, is a sign of transformation. It's like turning over a new leaf. Something new is happening here. We have this cute little pine tree. So this is like saying that the connection is kind of eternal, like an evergreen tree. Like it doesn't really ever die, even if it seems like it's stagnant, or it's like winter time, like it's cold and quiet. It's like there's still life in it. We have this little heart, so a lot more love energy. It says forever, so I feel like this is saying your person is going to love you forever. This little mushroom, so I feel like there's like a very dreamy, sort of altered, just kind of like heightened sort of energy between the two of you that feels kind of ethereal. And then we have this is like a Christmas stocking. It's interesting, we have like the pine tree and the Christmas stocking, so it's like, could be kind of a Christmas energy here, like maybe something will happen around Christmas. But otherwise it's like you kind of are like this gift, if that makes sense, like with that Christmas energy. Like they feel like you are a blessing that just kind of showed up in their life, and they are very grateful for you. Alright, Pile 2, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Sending you abundance and bliss and love, and please take care. Alright, bye-bye. Hello, pile three. How's it going? Hope you're doing really well. It's lovely to have you. So let's look at what's been on your person's mind about you lately, what they've been thinking about you recently. All right. This is so funny. As I'm shuffling, I I guess connected with your person's energy, and they wanted to tell you that you smell really good. So that's a message for you, pile three. Maybe you have like a signature perfume, or you just smell really, really good to your person. Those pheromones. All right, pile three. What's been on pile three's person's mind about pile three lately? What's been on pile three's person's mind about pile three lately? What's been on pile three's person's mind about pile three lately? What has pile three's person been thinking about pile three lately? What has pile three's person been thinking about pile three lately? All right. Let's see. So we have the Hermit and the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Swords. So let's see what's going on here. So I feel like right now your person is definitely maybe kind of going deep within themselves with the Hermit, kind of spending a lot of time just like alone in this sort of spiritual reflection energy. But they've definitely been thinking about communication with the Eight of Wands and like moving forward towards you. So there's some sort of energy where they might be like totally silent right now or just distant, maybe emotionally, and you're kind of wondering what's going on with them, but they are in this silence, they are thinking about reaching out to you. Even if there's not silence, I feel like they're thinking about how to bring more communication, like they're thinking about communicating more, being more honest. Also very passionate energy here with the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Definitely thinking about you in a very like sensual way as well. I feel like they're very attracted to you. It's like they really, really want to reach out to you. They really want to talk to you. I think they also just really want to spend time with you in person as well. The Six of Pentacles, I think this means that they want to be more open-hearted and give more to this connection, be more generous. I just feel like there's a lot of like communication here, where it's like your person feels that they need to maybe show you more of their true feelings, like really show up for you more, like really be more communicative and honest about things in general, open their heart to you, give more is what I feel. Like just really not hold back, if that makes sense, because we do have this energy of the Eight of Swords, which is like the energy of holding back. So it might be kind of confusing. It's like your person on one hand maybe is kind of like quiet, like silent, holding back, but there is this like pull inside of them where they're like thinking that, you know, maybe they should kind of change things up here. Maybe they should reach out. Maybe they should do something in this connection and maybe take more action. And with the Queen of Swords, I feel like that is about like clear communication, actually discussing things honestly, talking about their feelings. Because with this Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like this person thinks that you are like destined to be together. It's like they're very aware that there's some sort of powerful energy between the two of you that seems to be very spiritual, very divine. And so I feel like they kind of want to explore this more because they're really seeing how there's something special between the two of you that maybe they haven't experienced before. And maybe it really causes them to get really afraid with the Eight of Swords and kind of clam up because they might not know exactly what the right thing to do in this connection is. Like for some of them, it might be that they've like been in love before or like been in relationships before, but they haven't been like maybe as deeply connected to somebody or as in love as they are with you. And so for some of them, they might not have actually ever been in love before. So it might be that this relationship kind of like is like a new template for them. Like they don't really know exactly like what to do, especially if this is like kind of like a soulmate, divine counterpart, twin flame energy. You know, it's very different. The dynamic is very different than like traditional, I guess, like dating advice. So it might be that your person's almost having to like reconfigure their assumptions about love and romance and kind of like look at this relationship in a different way and kind of figure out like a new way to take action towards you, because it might be like this relationship requires very different sort of like actions to be taken, if that makes sense, because it is like a deep soul connection as opposed to just like a purely kind of 3D one where it's like there's certain, I guess, like tactics people use in relationships like that. This person's realizing that they need to like really come from the heart and come from a kind of like a totally new place. So it's like they're having to like relearn relationships, I think, and like how to treat somebody, if that makes sense. All right, let's see. Clarify the Eight of Swords, please, for pile 3. Clarify the, let's see, it fell on the ground. This says we are one with the world. Interesting. Clarify the Eight of Swords for pile 3, please. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Okay, let's see. So the world. So there is some sort of like, I think like completion energy here happening where maybe they've been stuck in like a karmic cycle for some of them. And interesting, the Wheel of Fortune is also kind of about like things shifting and changing. So there is some sort of harmony that your person is like feeling within themselves, like they're becoming more fulfilled. And then we have the Magician. I have the power to manifest my greatest desires, and then love. So maybe they're realizing that they really do want to manifest this love with you and that they are capable of manifesting love. So there is this, again, completion here. So your person might be having to like leave behind certain things to be with you. That could definitely be relevant things that were keeping them trapped and stuck and held down. I think those things are shifting out of their life, which is actually really a good sign. So I think that's not really so much an issue anymore. Those things are definitely being left behind. Clarify the Hermit for pile 3, please. Clarify the Hermit, pile 3. We have the Devil card. I'm freeing myself from the chains of fear. So yeah, this is like that kind of energy with the Eight of Swords as well, like that stuck energy because of a lot of fears. And so I think because they're kind of doing this like spiritual work here with the Hermit, like they could be really looking at like inner child issues. They could be doing a lot of deep healing. And so this is helping them free themselves from these things. Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. You make me feel loved and safe, and I have unwavering faith. Interesting, this kind of rhyme. But this person is kind of realizing that they do want to commit to you, and they do want to stand up for this relationship. They do want to fight for this, and they don't want to give up on it. So it's like they're realizing that maybe there are things that they do need to give up, like this kind of ego energy, the devil energy, their lower vibrational like habits and like behaviors. Because they don't want to like lose you. They actually are realizing that they're very, very loyal to you. They feel very committed to you. And so it's like they want to move this forward into like a positive new direction. But that definitely does mean, I think, maybe making some sacrifices as far as like maybe people they spend time with or things that they do. They're realizing that they need to kind of like rise above those things and maybe, yeah, let go and walk away from a lot of things in order to be with you in like the correct way, if that makes sense, to show up for you in this connection in a really good way, a really solid way. All right, pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3. Okay, I'll take these ones. So look at this, we have Twin Flames. This is a really beautiful card. Soul partner, eternal connection. So for a lot of you, this is your twin. If you don't resonate with that, this is definitely someone you do share some sort of really deep soul tie to. So interesting that this is their energy towards you. It's like they're realizing, for some of you, this person is your twin and they're totally aware. They've learned that. They know that you're their partner. This is an eternal connection. It could be that, maybe they've tried to run away from this connection in the past and now they're realizing like, no, this is forever. This is eternal. This is my person. Precognition, psychic ability, future vision. So this is like them kind of realizing that maybe that they are psychic. For some of them, they could be very telepathic with you. It's also like they're almost seeing maybe this like, they're having this like precognition of like a life with you here, like a future vision that you guys could be very happy together. And then bright heart light, open connections. So this is like a heart chakra awakening going on with your person. And then open connections. So I think I was kind of saying that here with like the Six of Pentacles. It's like they really want to open their heart to you. It's like they really want to be honest with you. So it could be for some of you that maybe they are going to like talk to you about this soul connection you guys have, maybe even that you are twin flames. I also feel that like you have this really bright heart that's really calling them to you as well. Like you're kind of guiding them towards you. Let's see, what is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3? What is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3? What is pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3, please? Pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3. Oops. Um, let's see. I'm going to reshuffle, actually. Pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3. Okay, pile 3's person's current energy towards pile 3. Okay, interesting. Again, we have openness. So that is that energy, like, that keeps coming through, that your person wants to be totally honest with you, wants to reveal things. And then we have thriving. So I feel like they're realizing that you make them feel so happy, that you add all this beautiful emotion to their life, that you make them feel like they're thriving, like they're blessed. And then we have action, so they do want to take action towards you. I definitely feel like the Eight of Wands is a card of action, so definitely expect some movement from your person. And then change, so yeah, it's like they're willing to make those changes, even if it's difficult, even if it's painful to let go of those behaviors. It's like they're recognizing that change can be a really good thing, and that changes that they make will bring a lot of positive blessings into their life, a lot of good things into this connection as well. What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 right now? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? What does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3 right now? You are so magnetic, my heart will always pull me closer and closer to you until we are finally one. So yeah, this person is definitely feeling very drawn to you. I'm purging my wounds and letting go of so much baggage and pain. Wow, that's really great. So this person is definitely releasing a lot, doing a lot of healing. Running away from you takes time and pain, and I don't even want to. I still spend all my time thinking about you. So yeah, exactly. Like, if they do run away from this connection, it doesn't really, like, make the feeling go away. Like, I kind of was just saying that, like, with the Twin Flame card, that they can try to run away, they can try to ghost the connection, find somebody else, or do something else, but they're realizing that, like, doesn't even really work, and deep down they don't even really want to leave you. I'm trying to impress you every way I know how. I want you to think highly of me. I want to show you how much I've grown and changed for the better. I'm more mature than I used to be. And yeah, the world is definitely about maturity. So it's like your person's maturing beyond some maybe behavior that was kind of like disruptive to the connection, because they're becoming more confident. They're just kind of like realizing things and kind of growing up in a way. Please wait for me. What else does pile 3's person want to say? What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? Love me tender. We've had many past lives together. My heart and mind are so full of you. So yeah, they're always thinking about you. They're always feeling you on some level as well. And then this is interesting. All the signs point to you. And then this one says, I receive so many signs and synchronicities about you. I swear I see your name everywhere. So this is definitely double confirmation. Your person is getting all these signs and synchronicities. They're like, the universe is really showing them, maybe even showing them like twin flame stuff. Maybe they've been just doing a lot of research on twin flames or soulmates, stuff like that. So they're really like putting the pieces together, and I think realizing just what's actually going on in this connection, like what you actually mean to them. What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? What else does pile 3's person want to say to pile 3? What else does pile 3's person want to say? I see your perfection, it makes me feel inferior. You feel too good to be true. So this person might kind of like put you on a pedestal and think you're super perfect, and it might make them feel really bad about themselves. I'm more in love with you than ever. My intentions are pure. I want to do right by you. I feel so much sweetness and bliss with you. Being in your presence feels like absolute heaven. Our bond will never be broken, for love is the greatest force of all. That's very beautiful. This isn't the first or last time we've met. We have done this before, and we'll do it again. Interesting, because they did say we've had past lives together. So they're saying, like, I feel like in this life, this isn't the last time you guys have connected. Also in future lives and past lives you've connected. You will always be enough for me. And I'm sorry I didn't treat you the way you deserved. It was because I didn't know how to love myself. So this could definitely be something relevant now, or maybe more in the past. And I think they're letting this go, like that they maybe had a lot of self-esteem issues, like they didn't really know how to love themselves. It could have made this connection very difficult. Maybe you guys have both learned a lot of lessons regarding self-love. So your person is definitely apologizing for times that they maybe made you feel like they didn't care, because I think that they definitely do care. It's just that they maybe felt afraid to really be honest about those feelings, and they didn't really know how to express them, if that makes sense. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What else does pile three's person want to say? I want to see you in person. So yeah, your person definitely wants to just see you in person. They want to hang out with you, spend time with you. I know things will never be over between us. Okay, this keeps coming out, like eternal flame. Our love will never be, or our bond will never be broken. So yeah, this person like wants to see you because they just know that they can't really run away from this connection, even if they try to. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? You turned my world upside down for the better. So yeah, you just really kind of like shifted things for them, changed things around. I feel like they kind of had to maybe change a lot as a person because of you, but it's like they're realizing it's definitely been for the better, even if it was painful at times. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? You are the center of my universe. Oh wow, yeah. And the world did come out, which is kind of about as well, like you kind of being their world, really important to them. So you kind of are very, very centered to this person's world, and they definitely spend a lot of time, you know, feeling very fixated on you, thinking about you a lot. All right. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? Let's see, we have, I've had secret feelings for you for a long time. So yeah, definitely a lot of deep emotions that maybe haven't been revealed. You belong to me and I belong to you. Wow. So yeah, this person definitely knows you guys have this deep connection here. And then I love you for who you truly are. That's really sweet. So they're saying that they don't just love you for the way you look or the money you have or how popular you are, whatever kind of maybe more surface stuff. Like they love you for your soul and who you really are. Like they love just all the aspects of you that make you who you are. It's like what has caused them to really fall deeply in love with you. All right. What does pile three need to hear right now? What does pile three really need to hear right now? What does pile three need to hear right now? Oops. What does pile three need to hear right now? Oh, this is really cute. So we have the cat, independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. So I feel like you have a very independent spirit. So this is kind of saying that like you are happy kind of with or without your person, like you're doing your thing, that your intuition is very strong and you're definitely being guided. And again, a reminder, you definitely don't have to fit in with everybody else. You can very much be your own person. So you might have cats as like spirit guides, and just a reminder that you are very supported. And then the penguin, authentic, which is interesting because your person just said like, I love you for who you truly are. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. Okay, that is so interesting because I like kind of had this whole thing about how your person loves you for who you are, not, you know, who you pretend to be or who maybe other people think you should be, stuff like that. Like your person just loves you purely for your authentic self. So this is definitely another sign that if you feel like people put expectations on you, just be like, yeah, exactly, like independent. You don't have to go with the crowd. Just be exactly who you want to be, because at the end of the day, other people's opinions don't really matter. And if you're really yourself, you'll always attract the people that really most align with who you are, because those are the people that really like appreciate you. All right, let's get you some last little messages from your person, pile three. All right, what else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? I'm drooling over you. Oh wow, so yeah, they think you're very attractive. I'm missing the sound of your voice. I'm looking at you, so they're like stalking you on social media maybe. You light my fire. I can still feel your touch, and I'm coming back for you. Okay, so yeah, they are definitely saying that they are returning for you, coming home. Let's see, what else is pile three's person's energy towards pile three right now, please? What else is pile three's person's energy towards pile three? Okay, oh god, we have the Eight of Wands again, which is so interesting. So definitely movement. We have the Three of Cups as well, so that's reconciliation. And I think also they said, like, I want to see you in person. That kind of reminds me of the Three of Cups, like just having a good time. So they might ask you on a date or something like that, or ask you to hang out soon. And then we have the Four of Swords and the Star, so just tons of healing happening right now for your person in this connection, which is really great to see. What does pile three need to hear right now? Okay, so we have this little, this is like a little clock, so it's like definitely, there's an aspect of divine timing, I think, to all of this. There's a little angel that says hope, so yeah, I think your person said, like, don't give up on me, or like, oh yeah, please wait for me. So even if it is like divine timing, there might be a little patience required. Your person's saying, like, remain hopeful about me and our connection. You have this little seashell, this reminds me of like Aphrodite, so a lot of beauty that you have. This says love, so yes, lots of love here. We have these little grapes. This kind of reminds me of like Dionysus, so kind of like pleasure and fun. Again, like Three of Cups energy, so your person might really like to party with you. We have this little cell phone, so they definitely might be hitting you up and wanting to text you a lot. This little planet, this comes out a lot, so I feel like this is a sign that you're like a starseed for sure. The moon, so a lot of deep emotions here. The dragonfly, so powerful changes, transformation. This light bulb, so your person's having a lot of like epiphanies and realizations. So the word love came out twice, so yes, they definitely do love you quite a bit. And this little golden heart. So I feel like that means that this love is very precious, very beautiful. Your love also means a lot to them. This little frog, and I think frogs are about fertility as well as rebirth. So it kind of reminds me of like that Aphrodite energy too. And then there's this little cute little cross, so you might be connected to Christianity, your person might be. I feel like this also just reminds me of like Christ consciousness, unconditional love. I feel like there's a lot of beautiful things to be learned from the Ascended Masters as well. Maybe you've been connecting with Jesus or the Buddha or like whatever other Ascended Masters you feel drawn to. Alright, pile three, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Sending you abundance, bliss, and love. Take care. Stay safe. All right. Bye-bye.